Oh, boyfriends, I hope you are ready for some Mega Mama here doing all the things because, yes, let's see, we are gonna just tidy up this kitchen and wash hands and change out a trash can and pick up shoes. We're doing everything in this video. I hope you are as excited to watch this as I am to bring it to you. So in this video, we are doing a bunch of large family meal prep. I do several different recipes. I also, spoiler alert, burn some noodles. We wash the dishes, load the dishwasher, unload it. We pack, we look here, we deal with children. Mr. Benjamin, he likes to use his little snorkel glasses, we'll call them, outside in the snow. Why not? Lots of fun. Mama gets ready to go out in the cold because, yeah, like you know, several of my freezers and bonus refrigerators are out on the front porch right now for extra fun. We also have a little pickup grocery haul going on here, and I have several recipes I'm getting ready to film for extra things. So we are doing the prep work for a lot of freezer cooking and slow cooker meals and other things I will be filming in this time vortex when I'm filming this doing all the things video. We are getting ready to do just so many meals. So let's just jump into all of this, doing all the things right now, all the food things. Yes, so I've got a bunch of ground beef there, and I'm going to get that cooked. Right now, I'm getting my peppers ready to wash. We have lost the nozzle head. We didn't really lose it. It's clogged. And we are using our, hey, lots of kids running around outside there. Anyway, it's kind of like a hose coming out my faucet, but it's got some good pressure to it, and I'm not minding it. I'm taking all the stickers off of my vegetables, off of the spaghetti squash and peppers, and getting those things rinsed, putting some water in my slow cooker, and I'm going to do as many as I can fit here of these spaghetti squashes in that slow cooker. We end up with several slow cookers and the pressure cooker going, and I'm going to work on big batch cooking that ground beef. Now I'm thinking, were those 5-pound rolls? I think they were actually 5-pound rolls, and I needed to do 15 pounds of ground beef to have it pre-cooked there. Working on dicing up my peppers, listening to my podcast, and just getting in the mama chopping zone, talking to kiddos that are coming in, saying, don't worry, mom's still here chopping peppers, nothing new. I had several recipes coming up. I think I needed 12 to 15 various peppers, bell peppers that were prepped ahead. So I'm taking the time to do that now. And just in my chopping zone and giving kids directions. And now, what's next, Jamerrill? What's next? Yes, I'm using my meat chopper there on that ground beef that's going. I'm using my Dutch oven to cook that up and getting that chopped up. And then back to the peppers. Okay, friends, and I am rinsing some stuff off, getting my knife cleaned up, wiping my counter. This was a good day for kind of cleaning up as I prepped and cooked. But then again, this is not a day where I'm doing the actual mega freezer cooking. I'm just doing prep work in a little bit. So got out my big Rubbermaid bowl there. I have several of those, and they're super helpful. I also have a about half the size as well. And right here I am pouring the chicken and broth, coincidentally, haha, that comes along with it, and chopping it up. And I need that for some meals I'm going to make the next day. Just wiping everything down there. There's the prep chicken and the peppers. And now we are going to check in on the ground beef. Chop all that up over there. I'm setting up my metal mixing bowl and my large colander, and I am bringing over my ground beef, and I just pour the ground beef through the colander and the bowl catches the grease. Sometimes when I set this in my kitchen, people think that I'm pouring grease down my drain. Don't ever do that. Even Jamerrill knows not to do that. So if I'm not going to do it, don't you do that either. But we are just letting that drain here, and I'm also just going to chop it up just a little bit more with my meat chopper. And wiping down, yeah, I think I spilled some grease on my cabinets there. Wiping everything down. Okay, now I am doing the noodles for spaghetti because everybody loves spaghetti. And we probably have spaghetti once a month or once every 6 weeks here. I have it in my heart more often though. And the kids are always like, oh, spaghetti. Yes, and on this day, I prepped a bunch of make-ahead spaghetti sauce as well, because I figured we would have spaghetti for a couple days here, at least this night and then the next day. Trying to get the lid on my ground beef there. It's just not, it really will go on, but it wasn't sealing on the one side. Finally got it. Really cool. Going out here now to my faded refrigerator with the bungee cords that came with this house, and I'm getting that prepped ground beef in there a little later. Making room for everything. And sometimes it's a juggle or it's a refrigerator Tetris. But it's all working out. Oh, no, except I dropped something. It was a planned drop. I was like, okay, something's got to give. I think that container might have had some oatmeal in it. Yeah, it needed to get brought inside. And yes, what I'm doing here is trying to keep all my stories straight. Okay, now I remember. See, this video is brand new for all of us. We're watching it together. I made the spaghetti sauce the day before, and I was warming up the spaghetti sauce on the stovetop on this day. All that ground beef I had already cooked, this is the matrix here, okay, was not for this spaghetti sauce. The ground beef was for freezer meals I was going to film the following day. You got that? Yes, you can follow along with that. So when I get talking about like the method to my madness on cooking for YouTube and cooking for my family, don't worry, my family eats all of this. But I have to be very strategic. There's the burnt noodles. And I have to have a plan for everything, right? So with the Dreamfield noodles, I find them hard to cook. They're supposed to be potentially a little healthier. There's lots of, noodles can be a controversial noodles. But on Trim Healthy Mama, the Dreamfields pasta can be eaten like once a week or so. And so that's why I was making those noodles. You can also do zucchini, and you can do spaghetti squash, and there's zero noodles and other options out there. So don't look at the butter. I just put in my noodles though. Okay. So I'm also just picking out little burnt pieces because you know what? Mama gets busy doing lots of things, and sometimes that one pot fails me. And yeah, there you go. Chickens won't mind though. There you go. The goose won't complain. Just a few minutes of picking goes a long way. And I was saved on this night because even though I burnt some, it didn't have that burnt taste go through them. Wasn't that a mercy? I tell you. I am always thankful. Sometimes I burn stuff and I don't get away with it, but on this night I did. That's also why I was adding some extra butter in there, because I was like, okay, let's help these noodles out. There we go. Now I'm just putting the plastic wrap over them. We were getting ready to eat those within about 20 minutes or so, but there were other mealtime things that needed done, and just trying to hold the heat in there a bit, and that is a ginormous bowl. So that purple bowl there, I just put some oatmeal in that needed to come in the house that I had also made the day before, and one of the kiddos just left it in the big container I make it in, didn't put it in a smaller one, didn't put it in the house fridge. So I had to do that. Lots of, again, coordinating food things. And I am working on a scrap bowl for the animals. Oh yes, I'm starving at this point. I am starving. Why am I starving? Jamerrill, why are you starving when you have noodles there? Okay, it must have been that I was too hungry. Sometimes we just have to feed the mama, okay? Especially the breastfeeding mama. Just look at that chewing. Girlfriend is hungry. Let her eat her keto granola and let her be, okay? I am saying that she needs a minute, and she is having this keto granola to make a wise choice before the whole family comes in and all that goes into a large family meal ensues, because the mama can't always just make her plate and eat. There's more involved. So that's her story. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, look at this. Wow, all of a sudden we are on another day. This is, I don't know if this is the next evening or a couple days out, because again, in this video, we are doing all the things over several days. We are doing so much food and so much meal prep and so much cleaning. We are taking out these pineapples. I got those a little bit ago. I have not used my pineapple chopper in recent months. Taking out a quart of water there, and I have to remember, yes, I'm practicing, how did I used to use this? It's been a little bit. Cutting off the top and the bottom there, and also draining something over there in the sink. Still don't have the sticker off of that small little steam pot I got. I got that to do crab legs for Liam's birthday because it had the steamer basket, and I've never had a pot with a steamer basket. What is this amazingness? So I now own a small pot and a small steamer basket, and I'm enjoying using it. I think using small pots are cute. Okay, so, and the reason I got the small pot, that's what Walmart had that evening when he was picking out what he wanted to eat. Okay, so I remembered how to use my little pineapple slicer, and it does kind of get off to the side and get stuck, but that's okay because I just used my knife then and cut out the other good pineapple pieces, and the kids were thrilled because it's been a little bit, obviously, since I didn't remember how to use my slicer. It's been a little bit since we had fresh pineapple, as fresh of a pineapple as you can get here in the backwoods of Virginia. And, pulling it all apart. I'm like, oh, I remember this puzzle. Okay, pull out the center there. And then I'm just, I got some of what do you call the outside? The rind of the pineapple. So the hardest part here is not eating a third of the pineapple while prepping it. And I can't resist. So I'm a sucker for pineapple, as we have video evidence of. Okay, so I'm getting some veggies in that pot. Pretty sure it's veggies. Show us what you cooked, Jamerrill. We can't see it. We cannot see it. Oh, yes, I remember now. Gluten-free noodles. On this evening, the spaghetti still had not died. We were still reheating it and eating it for dinner. Look at that, double stacked pots. She's a ninja, I tell you. So I was trying. I had some. What was the brand of those noodles? Just listen to me do this voiceover and not remember the noodle brand. It might have been like the chickpea noodles or something. It was some other noodle alternative that I believe also happened to be gluten-free. Okay, so still going on the pineapple. This next one I think is going to go a little better, and I think I might get worse off. Oh yeah, just it's, it's serious when Mega Mama, who's also only 5'4", gets the kitchen ladder out, and we're practically making fresh pineapple juice there, huh? So yeah, that one was pretty soft, but it still was fantastic, and no one complained, and I'm still eating it with no problem. And I cut out what I can. It's okay, Mama, you deserve it. Eat that pineapple. Okay, and it is so soft I can't even get the core out, so I just kind of lay it there. I'm like, okay, I'm going to deal with that a different day. So now I'm rinsing off my cutting board, rinse off my knife, and we are getting ready for dinner again on this evening. And there we go. So I'm just I made the kids some shell noodles. That's what we did that night. Different shell noodles. And we haven't used these little trays recently. It's been a while, so I did the shell noodles, the spaghetti, did the pineapple, did some shaky cheese, and start handing out the little trays. We used to use these a lot in the Forest House. So anyway, it was time to go again. So on this evening, because I plan to keep working in the kitchen some and doing some filming, etc., I am making plates and handing them off to kids and getting, some want sauce, but a couple don't want sauce. They just want the noodles and the cheese, and, preferences is totally fine. So I am just making the plates per request. I think one kiddo, yeah, he did not want pineapple, but he got a mandarin and a banana. And so I am just going to town, making these plates, and I'm going to keep on trucking in the kitchen. Okay, and so now I'm making grown-up plates. And I'm going to have to reheat my spaghetti sauce there. You see I have a little Pioneer Woman bowl. There you go. Oh yeah, good job, Jamerrill. You thought ahead. I had one bowl in the microwave while I dished out the other bowl, and at that moment I think I was getting another one in the microwave. So yeah, I'm just making the plates there. Those noodles are fresh, and the sauce is fresh from the microwave. There's my different noodle choices. Yeah, I think those were the chickpea noodles. They were something. I'm having to break them up with a spoon there a little bit. No, you know what those are? Those were brown rice noodles. There you go. It's coming back to me now. It's all there. Brown rice noodles, those are also tricky to cook and to not turn into what I call musharoni. And yep, so I am listening to some training in my ear and eating pineapple, and we're cleaning stuff up now. So I'm putting the pineapple in the little container. I got those containers because I saw Tiffany Beeston with Beauty and the Beestons. She was using those, and I thought, oh, I need some potatoes. My goodness, I need some containers for my fruits and vegetables, but I use them for other things. They can't only be fruit and vegetable containers. They end up getting used for other things, and that's okay. They might end up with oatmeal in them, and they just know, well, that's welcome to the jungle containers. This is what it's like at the Stewart house. Okay, and those noodles are going to have to go to an outside refrigerator. I'm still, there we go, still getting that core out. Lots of goodies for the animals on the following day. And excuse me while I get my whatever I'm listening to. A lot of times I listen to Dave Ramsey. I'm still a mega Dave Ramsey listener. And I'm unloading the dishwasher right now. And some things are still, like, they're clean, they've been dried, but then, you know how it goes. There still might be some water on some things. And I think on this evening, there was lots of water on things. And this is after, so Travis had fixed the dishwasher. It's gonna live as long as it lives, right? And we are going to town here, drying them off, and getting things put away. We actually have 2 younger kiddos assigned to putting dishes away. They were 6 and 8, and now they're 7 and almost 9. And so the 9-year-old pretty soon here can start learning all the ninja skills to load the dishwasher. But in the meantime, they tag team and generally unload this dishwasher. And then I have an older kid assigned to loading the dishwasher once or twice a day. My general rule is, by the end of the day, we need everything loaded, so we start the day with no dishes in the sink and clean dishes, and then it, fills throughout the day, and it depends on how our day goes from there on if we get a load done during the daytime, because school and such, we got to get those things done first. The other reality layer that we have in our household is, of course, Mama does a lot of cooking and Mama does a lot of filming. And so, like right now, I have taken a turn putting the dishes away and loading the dishwasher and saving my little baby kitchen space for some upcoming meal prep going on, because it just takes a while, right? And sometimes I'm like, okay, I just need this done now because I got to get to some more things in this kitchen, and I don't want kids up in my armpits at the moment unloading and loading. I need them they can do some other things, and I'm going to do this. And there we go. Go team, go. And I think what happened that time is, since our dishwasher had been off for a week, we just weren't used to the settings. And so a kiddo forgot to hit dry or heat dry before that load because we were out of our routine. And that's why they were so wet. Okay, we got some Mega Mama dishes here. Yes, we do. Not as much as it could be, but still enough. This needs done. And yeah, so let's jump right in. Alrighty, so at times like this, it's always like, where do I begin? So, sanity saving, tip number 1, what I'm doing, I just get a pot. I let that fill with some hot, soapy water, and I just start putting the silverware in there. And utensils in general, and that gets them out of the way. That will also ensure that we get them all loaded in this load. And then we also have some hot soapy water to work with. I'm still scraping plates there for critters as needed if I find any food chunks in the sink there. Those go in that direction. And now I'm working on finding a sink bowl. Stacking on one side, moving the utensils out of the way. I'm also going to start another bowl of hot soapy water. And so I'm just trying to get some soap and hot water on some of these things that should soak. On this day we had snow and we did cinnamon rolls in the morning. That's what's on my pans. It's just the cinnamon and sugar rolls there. So I am getting some water on those and spraying off my plates. I know several of you have asked why I'm not doing a commercial dishwasher in the new kitchen, and I was certainly looking at those and researching them. I just, without taking more hours of my life, I'm having trouble finding the commercial dishwasher that I would need. So I was able to get the 2 Bosch dishwashers in fairly pain-free. I just bought the most decent Bosch dishwashers that they had in stock, and we're gonna give those a go. And also with the 2 farmhouse sinks, what I'm trying to do, let me talk about the new kitchen. What I am trying to do in the new kitchen is give my family room for what we need, and some of the extra stuff like the 2 farmhouse sinks and the 2 dishwashers, that's really not so much of a large family need. Of course, any large family would love a second dishwasher and a second sink, sure, but I'm doing that to kind of help compensate for what I do on YouTube and all the filming and such that I do. That way that will give us, so it's basically dishes are still going to pile up. Okay, I'm telling you, I'm giving you several months notice. Dishes are still going to pile up. Things are still going to happen. I'm preparing for that. It's going to give more places for the overflow whenever I do the super mega extra cooking and filming that goes on here, and give me more room to spread out and more dishwasher space. So like if I did a big freezer cooking day, many times it's 1 dishwasher load and then hand wash a bunch of stuff, or 1 load and then wait for a second. Maybe it'll help us process all of that. So hope that dissertation on Jamerrill's upcoming Mega Mama kitchen makes sense, because we do a lot of food around here. Yes and amen, we do. So I'm cleaning out my sink. I did have someone who will be nameless think that they could also push food down the side of the sink that did not have the garbage disposal. So we've had teaching on that. Anyway, so that right hand side of my sink, that's why I have the little, see if we can play I Spy, this little yellow plunger on the back. We've had to just kind of plunge that right side a couple times, but fast forward to the future here, I think I'm going to have the plumbers come out. They do a good job at helping me with my different mishaps, and I know they can come out and help me clear that right side of the sink. But here, dishwasher's almost loaded. I'm going to hand wash that pot, and I still need to wash off those sheet pans. And looks like things are getting pretty serious. Just got the dishwasher detergent out. And so that must be what you're doing there, past Jamerrill. Hand washing my baking sheets there. And you can see the snow through the window there. And I'm giving everything a spray and a scrub. And now also what's getting ready, what Mega Mama here is getting ready to do is also in this doing all the things video, I am getting ready for a trip that I've already shared about on Instagram and done some little video clips with and such. You will have some Mama travel vlogs coming up here soon. But in this video, we're going to do the packing and we're going to get ready and we're going to fly away. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up. But right now I am passionately scrubbing that sticker off of that pot. Probably not what you're supposed to do. I've used the pot several times with the sticker on because I just couldn't get it off all the way. So again, don't do what Jamerrill's doing. There's my other pot. That's the pot that it's stainless steel. I have other stainless steel things I cook in, but it does me wrong with my noodles sometimes. So yes, it has story. That pot can tell stories. You can tell by the bottom of it. It's like, I know things. I've seen things. I've seen things around here. This is why she burns the noodles. It's not my fault. And there I am letting our little measuring cup there that we put like the scrubbers and stuff in. That usually needs some soap and it needs to soak. I'm making more of my vinegar spray. I'm finishing that bottle. So a lot of folks will ask me how much vinegar. It's usually a fourth to a third of the bottle of just straight white distilled vinegar and then water. And then people have told me they add different oil scents to it, and I haven't done that. And my house does not smell like vinegar, but it does clean really well. And okay, so here I am, another Mama Time, Mama Channel. I am cleaning off Tobin's high chair, my sweet potato baby. And so we are just scrubbing off all the grime, and I use vinegar for that. It really, just any kind of food or buildup. It helps it dissolve pretty well, and so I'm spraying that. You might notice another I Spy thing to the left. We have our January 2021 calendar out, and that's because Mama never got to. I have it saved on my Shutterfly app. I still have not ordered our calendars for 2022. So the kids just started it over because they love the pictures so much. So that alone tells me, like, Mama, you got to get this done. Hoping to get that done in some upcoming car travel time that we're going to have. So here I am working on my Mama whiteboard. This is the day I need to start packing and prepping for the trip to Utah that I take Naomi and Tobin with me on, and I am just thinking like, okay, dumping out the stuff I need to get done on that day, the work stuff, the Mama stuff, the packing stuff, trying to think some complete thoughts. Also had some videos I was trying to finish before I left, so I'm prioritizing some recipes and different things there so I can try to maintain my sanity. Okay, so I'm just checking in on some recipes I want to film for my large family table community before I leave for this trip. And now I am also meal prepping and making ahead some easy, like Travis and kid-friendly meals that they will eat while Mama's gone. I am sticking to old favorites here because, I mean, I'm sorry, they're not going to eat my low-carb casseroles while I'm gone and not here serving it for them, right? Because Mama just handles everything in a certain special way. And so what I am doing, again, making it super easy, is I'm doing a big thing of pulled chicken barbecue. And I'm also doing the Dutch oven full of super easy sloppy joes. And so I figure they can have a couple days, or also this gives choices, like some might like sloppy joes, some might want chicken barbecue, and they can eat it for a couple days. We had bought a bunch of wheat hamburger buns ahead of time, and this was just my answer for Mama going out of town. Now when they were done with this, I know that they're going to have dad food. They're totally going to have pizza and Hot Pockets. Come on. They are not having any low-carb chicken teriyaki slow cooker meal while Mama's gone. It's not happening at my house, and that is okay, because when Dad's in charge and Mama's gone, it is extra fun. So I am just big bulk cooking. I do a bunch of brown sugar and mustard and ketchup and onion powder and garlic powder and mix it all up. Usually a thing of tomato paste, but I realized later when we were eating these, I forgot my tomato paste, and I mean, no one knew. It's just something that I knew. So very simple recipe, and I did drain my ground beef as well. I just didn't show it in this video. So yes, those things are ready to go, and Mama taste test it. You can also use sugar-free ketchup and the Swerve brown sugar alternative. You can do that to also do another variation of Sloppy Joes, but there we go. Put that on some hamburger buns and dinner is done. And now I am just breaking up this chicken with my hands, and I say this chicken like that because the chicken you saw at the beginning of this video I used in a bunch of freezer cooking. So this chicken here, the While Mama's Gone chicken, I am hand shredding this. It's just easy for me. And then I'm just going to squirt a whole bunch of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce in there, stir it all up. I would love to have it with some coleslaw right about now. I love like southern pulled barbecue, chicken barbecue or pork barbecue with hot sauce and coleslaw. But again, maybe you don't like your barbecue that way. Let me know, but I like it that way. I do. I also add a little bit of water to my barbecue sauce bottle and shake it up and squirt it out in there. Just getting every little drop of barbecue sauce that we can. And that way the family is good to go. And they did. They ate all, the report back, they ate all the pulled chicken barbecue and all the Sloppy Joes over a couple days along with other things that they mixed in. And then they had a good old time with the Mama is Gone Dad food for the remainder of my trip. Okay, so there we go. The pulled chicken barbecue ready to go. That was 10 pounds. And then I think I did 10 pounds of Sloppy Joes. Good, Mama. I'm even getting it in a pretty little Pioneer Woman dish for them. Now, if I was home, I probably just would have left it in my Rubbermaid container. Okay, so now has come the morning of the trip. The morning of the trip. It is time to pack and, yeah, get things loaded up, pull Tobin's things together, pull my own things together. Naomi could pack her things. I had some fun things I had planned for her on the trip, special mama and daughter stuff that we could do. I have taken several of my older kids on trips with me, and it's been fun and a blessing to be able to take them. So I was packing for Utah. It was freezing in Virginia, and Utah for the time we were going was supposed to be in the mid-40s to 50s. So that was exciting. And I have obviously left the room for my closet for a minute. There we go. Come back with pajamas. And so I was able to get everything into a suitcase. I pack one set of pajamas for the trip and just rewear those. I think I packed 3 or 4 shirts, a couple pairs of pants, and I just plan to rewear some things. And I have a small suitcase there, the black one. That one I take as my purse, basically. I'm able to carry on the pink suitcase, but the black one I load up as my purse for the plane, put that under the seat in front of me, and then I take another purse in that one. How do you like this stack of stuff, right? And then when I get to my location, I repack my purse so I'm not lugging around a mini suitcase. Okay. We are loading up. I'm taking my glasses, my sunglasses, got my hat on, got my poncho there, and we are almost ready to go. Getting some diapers packed in my plain purse suitcase, loading it all up, got some wipes there, getting my makeup suitcase ready, loaded with all kinds of options. So then for Tobin, now I'm packing what I consider his carry on to the seat bag. I also end up packing him like a little suitcase. At this point, I think I'm going to carry all his clothes I'm taking for him and all his diaper bag stuff in this one book bag. But update, I realized, no, he needs his own little suitcase too. So him and Naomi and I each had a bag with us, personal item that we put under the seat in front of us, and then we each had a little suitcase that went to the overhead storage on the plane. There we go. That's how we packed. Now here we are. Travis drove us up to Dulles. Planes are taking off. Very fun fact, Dulles Airport used to be farmland, and actually my granddad owned a bunch of that farmland back in the day. There's pictures of my mom playing in the fields, and all that used to be country, but it's not now. So there we are, getting ready to get off at Dulles. Lining everything up. And here we are on the plane. That's what Tobin did. Naomi held him, I held him, snuggle baby. Yay. Thank you so much for watching this Doing All the Things video with me, where we prepped so much food and did some dishes and burnt some noodles and packed for a trip and cleaned a high chair and got that baby on the plane. Those videos will be coming up very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon with another brand new video.